pass, but had 3 running touchdowns on the ground.
Under pressure, pocket collapses. Harris stays cool. Frank Harris fires back to the end zone, and that ball broken up by Willie Roberts, forcing a decision to be made here. Number 2 active in Division I FBS. And the Roadrunners, for the first time at home, are on the board.
Carries prior to that carry there.
Last year as a freshman, he averaged 5.5 yards per carry. Harris dumps it down, and it will be ruled a catch. Again, Harris found 8 different receivers last week against Texas State. Goes back to McCormick for the first down, but they want longevity.
Yeah, I agree, and they don't have to.
Harris, who already 10 of 14 passing in this ball game, over 100. All the early breaking stories, injury updates, and preview each game coming up right to kickoff. UTSA getting closer and closer to that first trip.
Those pebbles kick up.
It's a moot point now. Harris still has it. Frank Harris will trot into the end zone. Well, you can hardly blame SFA from being keyed in on McCormick. Harris calls his own number, that new number this year being 0.
Now, this is just a nice job by Barry Looney Jr. to set this up. They did a couple of inside zone handoffs to McCormick, and when they felt like they got in a favorable situation, end zone.
Duplessis splits the uprights, second time today. Stay offside. As this drive continues for Stephen F. Austin, the gamble pays off. Gibson 43 yards out. Campos was perfect on extra points against UTEP. Did not try to split those uprights and will be 0 for 1 to start 2020. Let's toss it back to Kevin Connors back in the studio. Perhaps the Lumberjacks could have another chance at this on offense before halftime. Harris pulls it down. Frank Harris will hurdle a tackler close to the first down marker. So clock stopped at 1:46. Harris steps into the pocket, and he had 2 receivers in the area, and the defense bid on the same man. Sheldon Jones will McCormick slicing up the middle. Sincere McCormick, first and goal for UTSA.
And now you're
out. Harris to the back of the end zone. Guess who? Joshua Cephas for a 2nd straight week.
And it's one of the rare times this defense is playing zone, and they just lose track of Cephas. Play action pass. You still have to respect it as a defense, and Cephas is dragging across the middle, and they just lose. Let's go out and execute. And the clock is against him here in this situation.
Self now under pressure will run out of the pocket and pick up about a 17-yard gain. Self, much more time this time. Plenty of arm. Downfield, it is caught.
What a catch.
Hauled in by Remy Simmons, and the Lumberjacks. With the Roadrunner in his face, that ball may have been deflected, but still caught. Lumberjacks strike Xavier Gibson.
And that right there, you see the maturation of Trey Self. Watch this. Toughest throw to make as a quarterback. You know you're about to get hit, but you stand right in the teeth of some pressure and throw a strike in the end zone. That's outstanding quarterback play when his team absolutely needed it.
Just past the outstretched fingertips of Clarence Hicks. And the extra point makes it just a 10-point deficit.
Hey everybody, I'm Wheels. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Alright, enjoy the second half highlights.
Deeper throw later on, maybe in this possession here.
Look to pass on first down. Down the middle of the field, but into triple coverage. It is intercepted by Brevin Randall, but of course in the college game will not be able to return that one after going down to the turf.
Yeah, that's the, easily the best throw worst throw, I should say, he's made all afternoon. And yes, you're right, into taking the bulk of the catches.
Again, the offensive line doing its job. So is the left arm of Frank Harris. Ball comes out. It'll be ruled a catch by Leroy Watson, and then a fumble. Stephen F. Austin forces its second straight turnover out there on defense.
You just have some defenders that just has a nose for the football. Miles Hurd gets the interception on the last possession, but watch him put his face mask right on the football. That's a perfectly timed pop. Good things happen when you do that, and anytime you can continue to play at this level, it's got to be a bonus.
All the time in the world. Self able to strike. Ball is hauled in. He has all. Campos missed in the first half from 43. This one on the mark. His first time to split the uprights in this young 2020 campaign. McCormick. Sincere McCormick. One man to beat. Dragged down short of midfield.
Later, pressure will bust pipes, and this is exactly what's happening here as he finds a seam. He's always had that go-to play here in this second half.
Harris, good protection. This time finds McCormick through the air. Makes one man miss. Now trying to shake free of another. And Sincere McCormick takes UTSA's offense.
Defensive coordinator saving it for a rainy day and knows he can get this play. This is excellent scouting. And Barry Looney Jr. says, okay, they've done this. Let's flip it.
The 8-yard line. Harris tucks it down. Blocks in place. Frank Harris for a second time today into the end zone.
He's just had that type of game here this afternoon. I don't think this defense ever solved the riddle of him being a run threat in the offense. This is a called quarterback draw. Watch B.J. McDaniels. He turns into the lead blocker as he was the fullback, and Frank Harris gets the seam. He has enough ability and speed to get it across.
And it is a touchdown. And Duplessis. Self able to find Jones, and ball is loose. Part of the fumble is from Simmons. Doesn't matter. Roadrunners force their first turnover on the day.
Well, that's just unfortunate, too. I thought they had a great...
McCormick. And they're going to mark him short. Well, at least initially. Now they will adjust. Harris back in the ball game. Dumps it down to Dingle. And he has no desire to go out of bounds.
You know, it's just kind of random. I didn't know what to expect. You know, everything on here on out is kind of the first of everything.
Well, I think everybody knew what to expect here with Narcisse taking the snap of first down for UTSA.